play COD.
Oh, you beat Minecraft? Like you like the dragon? I said it in your shorts. Always
Huh?
me. I thought that said they bend so well. I was like, interesting.
That was a boring fucking stream. I was trying to milk it because I
Wow.
wanted a donation, but whatever.
Can you get one?
I'm not ready for that commitment. Just imagine the Enderman are...
It was pretty boring.
That you pay your mortgage and to also pay your bills. Because if you don't pay the bank for your house that they lent you, basically, they'll sell your house. And then they will be like, okay, now give money. And you'll be like, but I don't have money. And I don't have the house anymore. What do I do? So it's important to do these things. It's just some general advice.
He's making fun of DSP.
Paige, this is unrelated to what I was talking about earlier. This is just general life advice. I would never throw shade at another content creator.
Legal system, maybe? I don't know the legal system. Are you a lawyer now? You said you were an investor once. That made me laugh my ass off. What do you invest in?
Google?
You a crypto miner?
No, I invest in Google. Or invest in...
You invest in Google. Oh, great, because that's not going to fucking run out of its capital at some point.
Yeah,
it's being investigated for antitrust right now. That's a great investment.
I said invested. Invested.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I
pulled out at a high.
Yeah, oh, real great. What was that, $1,000 for you? Is that where you got the money for the fucking land nearby your house?
And nothing of value was lost.
That brings us kind of back to like Mr. Gout, right? DSP.
Mm-hmm.
Phil is fucked. Phil is so horribly fucked. In another 2-3 years, he has nothing. He'll have a 10-12 year gap of no employment. He'll have 2 mortgages. He'll have a car payment. He'll have $25,000 in debt and credit cards. No money in the savings account. No money in his bank account. And he'll have a bunch of fucking anime figurines and fucking video game copies for consoles nobody gives a shit about. He's going to have to move back home with mom and dad. But the problem is, by then, mom and dad are getting up there in age, and they're not going to be able to take care of Phil. They're going to want Phil to take care of them. You know, you've got all these older people, 50, 60 or so, their health is declining. He's going to basically spend the next 10 years of his life nursing his parents. And when they finally kick the bucket, the inheritance he gets is going to go to pay the debts he already has, and he'll be left with nothing. And then what's he going to do? He's going to be bagging groceries or pumping gas, and that's going to be his life until he's 80.
Well,
and that's the fucking harsh reality, because he's not planning ahead. Phil made a lot of fucking money in the beginning, and Phil was smart. He would have put that shit away in a savings account, in a Roth IRA account. He would have invested it in the market. He would have done something intelligent with it. But he bought figurines, and he went on trips, and he bought fucking fancy cars, and he did stupid shit with the money he made because he had no foresight or pre-planning when it came to what's going to happen when this well dries up.
I wanted you guys to know that I did actually get the job at McDonald's. I did, and apparently I'm so famous that you guys think it's cool to just show up and tell my manager that I'm some kind of thing I'm not. Because I was working at McDonald's today for like 10 minutes, and that's all it took. You guys showed up to McDonald's, and you straight up said, "This guy's a real bad guy!" to my boss. You protested, you threw a big fit. I don't know who it is, if it's Reddit or 4chan or whatever. I was literally there in my little hat, I was sitting there in my hat at the register, and I'm like, "Hey, would you like a number 1, or what would you like?" And that person just takes one look at me, and then they're like, "I need to talk to your manager." I knew something was up right when that happened. So they talked to my manager, and they're like, "This guy's, have you ever seen Alien vs. Predator? Well, he's the Predator. What the hell?" And so, you know, the manager, I just got there, and they're already having problems, so what do? They fire me on the spot. I swear to God, I'm going to sue all of you. I swear to God, I am going to sue every last one of you. It's like the only left avenue I have is the end of myself. Do you want the end of myself? So this is the last day I have the hotel, and then it's back to the streets. I'm sick and tired of people asking me if I would do things for them in exchange for other things. I'm not an addict. I simply have a publicity problem. So I guess this is my last video because I need to be able to get a job where people don't show up and say I'm a character from a movie. So you won, huh? Yeah, you won. Look at you, Internet. Look at you, huh? Give yourself a pat on the back. You win. Oh, wow.